Alright, here's a video for you. A very interesting video because I've been asking myself this question for quite a long time. This question has been lingering inside of my mind and it hasn't been answered because I've been afraid to answer the question, am I insane? I think we all have to ask ourselves this every once in a while. Especially if we're diving deep into truth and knowledge and, the universe and all that sort of stuff. We have to think to ourselves, are we just insane? And any way you want to take this, we could say that, we're insane in the sense of, like, we actually are hallucinating and none of this is really real, or you could take it in the sense of we're insane because we jump to conclusions, or we're insane because we're just simply on this path for truth and knowledge. Any way you want to take it, are we just insane? Is that all this is? Is that why, specifically me, I'm not like anyone I know? Is that why I actually think for myself and I don't have hobbies that are considered normal by society? I don't watch movies, I don't watch sports, I don't do sports, I don't really watch television. I play video games on a very rare occasion. Very rare occasion. We're talking once every 2 weeks to maybe a month of playing, like only once a month playing video games. I don't really watch television. Like I said, I have a few TV shows I watch. I'm not very interested in modern day music. I like old music with some culture, music with, some emotion behind it. I don't like the pop crap from the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, so on. I'm really interested in music, but I don't like pop, I don't like rap, I don't like a lot of the crap that people like. Even rock. I like rock a lot, but I like rock with taste, rock with some emotion behind it. I don't like that, head-banging metal crap, or I don't like the, too poppy type of, rock. I just don't like it. So by society standards, because I don't follow their rules, I don't have that many friends, I like to stay by myself a lot, I'm considered crazy. Because this isn't normal behavior for a 17-year-old. So the instant conclusion that society puts on you is you're insane. Because you're not like everyone else, you're not conforming to their rules. So I have to question myself sometimes, am I just insane? Maybe my quest for knowledge and truth is meaningless because in actuality I have no bearing on the truth because I'm so far gone into insanity. I've questioned this, and I've considered it because I have to admit, I'm a different type of human being. I'm not like everyone else. I'm very independent, excuse me. I don't need people to help me along. I've always worked better by myself than with other people. Not that I actually enjoy working with other people, but I only enjoy working with people that, have some humanity and have a brain, have a soul. I don't like talking to people and dealing with people that are soulless, mindless, that are just stupid. I don't enjoy talking to these people because they have no substance. They have no culture, no taste. So this goes back to the question, am I insane? Because I have a lot of traits of someone that could be crazy. You know, like I said, I like to be by myself a lot. I like to be in lots of self-reflection and thoughts. And I don't really care what other people say about it. I've never changed as a result of people saying, oh, you sound crazy, you look crazy, you are crazy, whatever. Say it however you want to say it. I've never changed as a result of it. In fact, I've actually been more crazed than ever, you know. As a result, I rebel against their complaints or whatever. So, you know, this thought keeps popping up in my head because, you know, for example, I'm a 17-year-old boy, man, whatever. I'm in that weird stage that I don't even know what to call myself. You know, and I'm making cartoons. You know, I made a video, and I'm still very excited about it, that I'm making a bunch of shows and cartoons and such for this channel. But I had to ask myself after making that video, am I nuts? I mean, I'm making a cartoon that no one's going to ever watch. No one's ever going to enjoy this cartoon. I'm going to spend a lot of energy and time, get very frustrated over it. I'm going to have to edit, narrate, and pretty much produce the entire show. Write the story, write the plot, write the characters' names, their backgrounds, all for nothing. You know, is that insanity? Am I just insane? You know, is all this just for nothing? You know, slaving over a show that, again, no one's going to watch, no one's going to care about. It's going to disappear into obscurity, and it's only going to be a memory by me. And to me, I'm going to have some fond memories of it, I'm sure, but I, you know, can't share that with anyone, so what's the point? You know, and this goes back, I'm a 17-year-old boy, I'm not 10 anymore, I'm not 11, 12. I'm almost an adult and I'm making cartoons and shows, like, you know what I mean? I had to question this. I'm like, a normal 17-year-old, what would they be doing right now? They'd be saving up for a car, they would be, you know, hanging out with their friends, a lot, you know, going to parties, when in fact I've never actually been really to a true, like a rave or a party or whatever, never been to anything like that. I mean, I've been to parties that have been kind of crazy, but like, not really. It's never been like, you know, that type of crazy. Not that I'm interested, I'll be honest, I'm interested in, you know, going crazy sometimes, but that might be because I'm prone to being crazy all the time. But I had to, you know, ask myself this, like, what is wrong with me? Why am I so different than everyone else? And the more I think about it, the more I realize it. I'm just like a philosopher. Just like many of the most interesting and smart people throughout history. I'm called crazy because I am, you know, exceeding the boundaries. I'm going past the boundaries. I'm going into the deep end, which is a term for, you know, going crazy. But I am literally going into the deep end. I'm diving deep into things that people don't dive deep into because they have no reason to. You know, people just want to live life and, you know, get a job, live, you know, work 9 to 5, have some kids, buy a home in the suburbs and call it a day, you know? They just want to live their life, have their kids, have some grandkids, you know, and then just die. That's all people really want to do. They're very simplistic in that sense. But I'm not like that. I don't really want these things. I'm not interested in what other people are interested in. Quite honestly, I have no interest in a lover. I have no interest in a social life very much. I mean, I am interested in these things, but I'm not like, I don't feel depressed or sad or unhappy if I don't have them. I just deal with it if I don't have them at the time. Because I've gained friends, lost friends over the years, and I've only kept a very small amount of very important friends to me over the years. But you know, it just doesn't interest me. That way of life just doesn't interest me. I would be much happier doing something crazy, doing something extreme that almost no one else has done in our society, in our day and age. I'm okay with reaching these boundaries and doing things that aren't normal. And I guess that's what kind of makes me crazy, but also makes me just like the philosophers and the scientists and such that were all persecuted, killed, executed. That is, killed, but see, I say some things that are stupid sometimes, I'll admit, but yeah. And, you know, philosophers and scientists were executed, and, persecuted, and arrested, and all these sorts of things. They were arrested and persecuted and such because they were pretty damn smart. They knew what they were doing. And they knew that they were exceeding the boundaries of society. And they knew what they were doing was revolutionary at the time. So that's kind of how I think of myself. I don't think of myself really as crazy. In that sense, I just think a little bit differently than everybody else. And, you know, to everyone else, they're going to call me crazy and try to, you know, persecute me and such. But I'm fine with that. That's a burden I have to accept while on this quest for knowledge and truth and such. And such. I love how I threw that in there, and such. But, yeah. So, stay in love, people. See you all later. Peace.